I know how he feels.
Would you rather play or get the fit off?
Just going ham in Club Lexus right now.
The tri-tip. Just laughing hysterically on everything. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the pregame lounge. We're here coming to you live from the Toyota Lounge.
Biggest game of the year.
Driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR Nuggets Jazz.
Oh, man.
Tonight at Ball Arena.
Music to my ears.
What
What is this, my microwave?
We're here to get you set for that game and also go over some other things happening around the association on this pregame lounge. I'm Harrison Wynn, joined by Brendan Vogt.
Really excited, guys. Really excited to watch the Denver Nuggets play. I haven't looked up who they're playing yet, so I'm just excited.
Probably won't do you that much good.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I know who's
It's the Chicago Bulls, right? That's what they're playing.
Also joined by D-Line.
I'm grabbing and playing the Chicago Bulls. They can't be defeated now. Have you noticed that? They're actually the hottest team in the world.
I'm thrilled they're not. Did you guys see the ending to that game?
Yes, it was sick.
Craziest
Yeah, I see
last
the
2
ending.
minutes I've seen to a regular season game.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's Superstar Dev over there.
We're getting closer to the end, so all of these games matter. Getting closer and closer.
Or closer to the end, so nothing matters. We can't decide.
Why would you do that?
Well, I'm feeling a little nihilistic. That's all.
I am too, man. I am too, because the longer I do this, I feel like the season gets longer and longer. This feels like the longest regular season of all time. Last year felt like the longest regular season of all time to that point.
I know. And the funny thing is that we're supposed to like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, we love it.
No, we love it.
no, I
We
know.
do
No,
love it.
We
I'm
love
not
it.
saying I don't. I'm just like, we have gotten to the point where it's like, man, there's a lot of ice cream. We're just eating
I know.
just a whole lot of ice cream.
Just a lot of laughing while eating ice cream. Game notes, Brendan Vogt. I think a lot of people from the Jazz are probably out tonight, especially after we saw that game from Cooper Flag.
What's the connection?
Yeah, I don't understand what connection you're trying to draw there. But I will say this about the Utah Jazz. You guys saw Walker Kessler was at least questionable. He's out, though, actually.
Oh, sick.
Walker
Got it.
Kessler is out.
Question asked, question answered.
Answered. That's going to make the rest of this really simple. I'm going to read some names to you, folks. Every single one of them is out tonight.
man.
Jordan Clarkson.
Out.
So he's
John
out.
Collins.
He's out.
But he's in
Elijah
there, right?
Harkless. He's a G League guy. I'm sorry.
Out.
My bad. Taylor Hendricks.
Out.
Is that a
Walker
ref?
Kessler.
Out.
Laurie Markkinen.
Out. Has he played in months? When was the last game Laurie Markkinen
Did Chicago
played?
win
Last year?
Did Chicago win the Laurie
No,
Markkinen
but
trade?
weren't they under investigation for sitting him out? They're like trying to tank. He's been good.
Yeah.
But I think they got in trouble
whoa,
for
whoa,
it.
A lot of
You're saying the-
investigations going on right
You're
now.
saying the Jazz are trying to tank?
Well, Dev only says that because the Jazz are 16-58 and have the worst record in the league, and they've lost 4 games in a row. Other than that, though, the play was fine. The Jazz have lost to the Houston Rockets, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Boston Celtics.
Sold the Nuggets, by the way.
No, I'm just saying in a row. I just meant to say, to be fair, not exactly like the easiest schedule. They did beat the Wizards, though. Pretty hard to lose to that
What's
team.
that like?
Am I
Oh,
right,
man.
guys? Am I right?
Wow.
We did actually get an update on the Denver Nuggets as well. Again, it's been a crowded injury report. A lot of guys were upgraded to probable today. Several fellas headed in the right direction. But we should start with Jamal Murray, who is out with right hamstring tightness.
Interesting.
Not the left knee inflammation, not the right ankle sprain, right hamstring tightness. He will not play tonight, and he joins Julian Strawther, Deron Holmes II, who are out. Julian Strawther is a guy that we got an update on. He is playing a little 3v3. He's getting closer. He's a
Okay.
guy that they hope will be ready and available by the playoffs.
Okay.
Will he play in the playoffs? That's a whole nother question altogether. But there's our Julian Strawther update.
So on Jamal Murray real quick, he was a game time decision. He warmed up, and Nuggets didn't really determine if he was in or out until after his warm-up. So he was like a true game time decision tonight, and he's out. That's interesting. He wanted to play, it seems like, but he's not.
I would panic if this was anyone besides the Jazz. You know, like the Jazz and the Hornets, it's like, yo, there's no point of risking it. Why even go out there? This is a time that you can rest. Get your warm up, like your reps in, because they probably didn't practice, today.
Right.
So like get your shoot around and stuff, but you're not playing in this game. There's no reason. This team wants to lose. Everybody in the world knows they want to lose. There's no point. And he's the only one that hasn't had to like sit out.
So
I feel like it's probably the right call.
I think if there's tightness at all, you should probably say.
That means we got one game in a row of all of the guys playing together.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a good thing to see, though.
Still sitting at 21.
We'll have that first quarter against the Bucks forever.
Guys, MPJ, he contested that it was a back. He said it was hamstring. The Nuggets are still listing it as low back strain, although
it's a back.
But he was probable to play in this game, and he is now available in this game. He joins Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, and Jokic as guys who are all probable in the injury report. They are ready to play, good to go, and we have the Denver Nuggets starting 5 as well. And fellas, it's a doozy.
Ooh.
Starting at point guard.
Starting at point guard.
It's Christian Braun.
What?
2-minute warning.
Starting at shooting guard. It is Peyton Watson.
What?
Starting at small forward.
Bull?
Michael Porter Jr., and then Aaron Gordon, and then Jokic. But it's the Booth boys at the 1 and the 2.
What?
Whoa.
Christian Braun and Peyton Watson?
I'm just to double check. I do not believe Russell Westbrook is out. I think he is available.
Oh, he's available.
But Christian Braun is in the starting lineup tonight alongside another Booth boy and Peyton Watson. And then let's call them the Connolly boys, the other 3 in Porter,
so
Gordon,
Christian
and
Braun
Jokic.
and Peyton Watson in the backcourt. This is definitely the first time P. Watts started at the 2, right? Christian Braun at the 1, no Russell Westbrook.
Off the top of my head, it feels that way.
What do we think?
This to me feels like they are. Actually, I don't know what to think. What the H?
I know, like 10 times out of 10, it seems like this will be a Russell Westbrook
Or
spot.
Jalen Pickett.
Yeah. I think that this is, it does throw a wrench in it having Peyton Watson with the starters. I thought they would go with someone else, but they still want to see things with Peyton Watson. This seems like a Russ needs to get right with that second unit.
I thought so too, but shouldn't Peyton Watson be part of that too?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. But also, I think that they want to see what they have in Peyton Watson because he does need minutes alongside Jokic. He needs minutes alongside the starters, especially for his defensive prowess. But I do think that, with it being Russell Westbrook on the second unit, he needs a lot of reps with that unit because we haven't seen a lot of success there. We know what he is with the starters. Let's see him with that second unit, and he really would be able to lead the way and be the guy that gets to shoot the shots there.
So P-Watt has been playing well. This last game, 12 points against the Bucks.
It's been playing great.
Some blocks, 3 blocks in that one. The game before that against the Rockets, 24, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Maybe it's a little reward for that. I guess it's better late than never to try him out at the 2. Really interesting, man.
I know.
Obviously
There's really
a very strong defensive lineup, too. A lot of length, a lot of size. Maybe this is a little experimenting against a bad Jazz team.
Oh, yeah. This could look like this could be a stagger lineup in a sense. Like, we could see this lineup together potentially in the playoffs. Okay. Or they just threw a bunch of darts at the board. I can't decide which.
The result, though, is your 2 best defenders on paper, right? Or at least expectations-wise going into the season with Christian. And then your 3 guys, right? Your Porter, Gordon, and Jokic. So not quite the offensive core without Murray, but a real blending here of the 2 different cores. Really interesting. Honestly, my intrigue level for this game just shot through the roof.
Whoa, look at you, dude.
So, it's just a different
Is that what
look,
that is
man.
that went through the roof? It was your interest?
Yeah, my intrigue level. Through the roof. That's what that noise was.
So we know the Jazz are tanking. They have lost, let me see here,
Every damn game.
4 in a row.
15.
4 in a row. And it looks like they've lost. This is like 10 out of 11 here, or maybe 11 out of 12.
Yeah, the Wizards broke it up for him.
Other than the Wizards game,
Well, Charlotte was just like, you know what? We're going to sit our best player for the rest of the year, too.
Yeah.
He's going to go get surgery. We have nothing to play for. Our 2 best players are out for the year. Utah was like, hold my drink, hold my drink. We're going to sit
like,
everybody.
They're like, hold my drink. By the way, it's caffeine-free Pepsi.
And no Walker Kessler. Their only other big, I believe, is Kyle Filipowski.
That's it.
I'm trying to get the Utah Jazz starters now.
I'm scanning their roster. I don't see another guy over 6'6", and the one guy that does fit that bill is Cody Williams, who weighs like 100 pounds.
And it's actually pretty bad. Him playing is part of the tank job.
Yeah, he's a great tank commander.
I
Absolutely.
I hate this.
I mean,
There's
this should
nothing
be a
that-
game the Nuggets absolutely dominate.
Oh, it's
Faithful
going to be a
words,
last
of
second
course.
shot.
But yeah, man, Christian Braun and Peyton Watson in the backcourt. MPJ, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Should be interesting.
The great.
Is Jokic just gonna run the point all night? Like, is that sort of the plan?
I mean, you got Jokic, right? You got Aaron Gordon out there who can all handle the ball.
Point Gordon.
I would bet we see Peyton Watson handling the ball a lot tonight. Just try to get him in the mix there. Really interesting, though.
I think it's fascinating. Jazz have still not put their starters out. They honestly may not know. Could be part of it. Like they might be Googling their own roster. And by the way, if it sounds like I'm just asking for it, I know what happens in these games. Trust me, I'm not taking the Nuggets to cover the spread, but this is the Jazz are going deep into the bench here. That's the way I'd put it.
Any other game notes?
Until I can find the Jazz starters, that's it, fellas.
Michael Malone had this really funny quote pregame. He said he was watching, the Bulls game, Bulls-Lakers, is watching games, kind of just going around the association. And he said, quote, transition defense is a joke in this league.
Yeah.
I think he might be talking about his own team a little bit in that statement as
He
well.
should have just said that.
But I thought that was a funny quote from Malone. Transition defense is a joke in this league. And honestly, it really is. I mean, part of it is... 82-game regular season. You can't just be so locked in on defense for 4 quarters every single night. But some of the effort that you see throughout a regular season is pretty embarrassing, just for NBA standards. It is. So I agree with Michael Malone there.
Well, and also that Malone has a front row seat to the Nuggets transition defense.
Yeah.
And if that was my sort of entryway into the league, I would feel similarly. I mean, Denver's best players certainly have not taken that aspect of the season seriously.
Yeah. All right, let's move on here. I was hanging out in the DNVR Nuggets Discord today.
Oh, okay.
You can hang out in there as well if you're
How
a
was it?
diehard. It was great, man. Some great Nuggets talk.
Unlimited food, I assume.
No.
Drinks on
No
demand?
tri-tip in there.
Oh, what?
No pork chop, Parmesan in there.
Why would you waste your time?
But no, just hanging out, talking Nuggets. If you want to become a diehard, be in the Nuggets Discord. Just 24/7 Nuggets and some other stuff talk in there. TheDNVR.com. You can sign up to become a diehard for a really low price right now. But I was in there, talking about a lot of things, like what's going to happen after this season, trying to give some insight there. Are the Nuggets going to re-sign Christian Braun and Peyton Watson? We were throwing out some potential contract figures for what a Christian Braun extension might look like. And I stumbled upon this crazy Christian Braun stat. I was trying to maybe look up some comps to see, how might Christian Braun get paid for this extension coming up? And I came up with this stat. Did you guys know there are only 2 guards in the entire NBA that are averaging 15 points per game, at least 15 points per game, and shooting 55% or better from the field? 2 guards, and Christian Braun is one of them. 15.1 points per game, 57.3 shooting percentage this season. Do you guys have any guess who the second
The other one's got to be
is?
Peyton Watson, right?
It is not Peyton Watson.
Not off the silhouette. I will go with
In the
Steph
entire
Curry.
NBA.
Always Steph Curry.
It's not Steph Curry.
55%.
55% is really high for a guard.
Look, based on that silhouette, is it Dikembe Mutombo?
It is not Dikembe Mutombo. No.
Is it SGA?
Yeah. Off of the silhouette, it looks like.
Oh,
It's SGA.
dang.
Wait, he's shooting 52% from the field, it says.
Oh, I typed that wrong. It's supposed to be a 7. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
really did.
he's shooting 56. To be clear, he's shooting 57.
57.2%.
57%.
So, Christian Braun's having a ridiculous season. And I feel like he's going to get paid a ton of money.
Because he's the MVP, clearly.
But, he is a perfect fit with the Nuggets and Nikola Jokic and this starting 5. I think he's going to be a Nugget and get extended for a long time. But, he is having just a ridiculous season. Christian Braun is.
He is. And look, we can sit here and talk about offensive rebounding, one-on-one defense, where his focus has gone or slipped, however you want to put it. That's not the case he and his agent are going to put together when it's extension time.
Right.
It's look at the jump in points per game, look at the jump in efficiency. And as you just pointed out, Harrison, any agent with their salt would probably make this same comparison right here, the statistical one. And so that's a lot of how it works out. And, you know, there may be more to whatever the starting shooting guard should be in Denver in the playoffs. But as far as getting an extension, this is how it's done. And Christian Braun has done it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Christian Braun, Tim Connolly's not here anymore. He's not just handing out max contracts.
You think you'd get a max?
Like candy.
Yes,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
gets a max under
You
Tim
want
Connolly.
one? How do we do this?
Yeah.
I mean, this shows the consistency, though. Like, it shows that he is, like, it's the points jump, but also he's finishing around the rim. And it's very tough. Like, when you look at his highlight tape at the end of this year, it's wild dunks, it's transition buckets the entire time. I know that the counter argument will be that he needs to shoot more three-pointers as a shooting guard. He's going to say, why? I put up this many points. They were not able to slow it down. It opened up our offense. So I think that there is a great argument for Christian Braun for him to get paid more. And this is a big year for him.
Yeah.
It's only him and SGA, and one of them is going to win the MVP.
Moving on to, I don't know if you guys saw it, Taylor Jenkins got fired
Yeah.
this morning.
Malone spoke on that as well.
A shocking firing, considering the Memphis Grizzlies are in the thick of, you know, the race for home court advantage in the West. They were the 5th seed coming into this game. 5-5 in their last 10. There's been some rumblings that like things aren't great there, but this was stunning.
Yeah. The Taylor Jenkins fell on the wrong side of a powerful person. He did something to make a person with a lot of power in that organization angry. There's no other explanation.
John Morant, you're
I don't know.
insinuating-
I'm not even postulating who it might be. I'm just saying, this is very Ime. He did something wrong to somebody that with power.
very email.
I wonder, I mean, is it just they feel like they know we're not going to win?
There's no way.
We need a shakeup.
There's no way
They
this was
are
a best.
correct in that.
Let's start the coaching search early.
No chances.
It doesn't matter even if we accidentally get into the second round. We are interviewing your assistants. It's not Taylor Jenkins, and we're moving forward. I'm just trying to.
No, dude.
I'm
I
trying
can
to play
see
a
if
little.
they said that in like Portland or somewhere
Right.
for this is them in going into the playoffs. They're in a prime position to still make. You don't look at their team or you look at them and say they don't have a chance to win because they're literally right there with the Lakers who have hopes of winning the championship. The Nuggets. The Warriors, who
telling
still
you.
people are saying they have a chance to win it. So you don't look at the Grizzlies season and say that they underwhelmed you. They're playing well right now without their star player, and injuries is like a real issue for them. This has to be maybe a John Morant thing, or just like he said,
Beef.
there's something there with like a powerful person.
Yeah, it's like so he probably told the owner to, suck a butt or something. Something real bad. Sorry, write the report.
There's
you
got to
can
be
say
something
that.
going on behind the scenes.
Totally,
that we
I'm
don't
saying
know about.
there's some kind of thing that happened. This is not basketball. There's no basketball here. Cannot be.
Because, I mean,
Cannot be.
even if you really don't think they're going to win, you can't punt now.
Cannot be.
Why
Cannot
punt
be.
now?
Well, their best players only played 40 games this year?
Cannot be.
There's been multiple guys out for Memphis. It hasn't just only been John Morant, who
Yeah.
they
Honestly,
put everything around.
It's been pretty impressive that they've had the injuries and inconsistencies with their lineups that they've had, and they are still the 5 seed.
Seems like a good coaching
You
job.
could probably
from
make the
outside.
argument he's done a good coaching job this
done
season.
incredible.
From the outside, seems that
Yeah.
way.
And then he just won Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what happens. Dan.
He and
When
the
you're
coach
coach of the
happens.
year, you're
Telling you.
instantly on the hot seat.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
they're too late.
Someone said they just read an article that said he and the GM were butting heads.
Oh, I've never
Well,
heard
that would
about
be
that.
would be
before.
it. Then
That's never happened.
that would be it.
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm just saying, there's no basketball here. I just can't. I can't
Yeah.
say that enough.
Michael Malone was asked about this fella's pregame. This is the
I'm
last
sure he
game
has some
notebook.
thoughts.
Well, he said it was shocking and odd at the same time. Just can't wrap his head around it. He agrees with you, D-Light. He said there must be something going on that we're all not privy to. but he's going to have. I don't. Just to be in general, he agrees with you.
I love that.
He's going to have many suitors calling him.
Oh,
He will. You know what's funny? When a coach gets fired, for whatever reason, Coach Malone becomes the
Oh, he loves talking
spokesman.
about
Yeah,
coaches
for-
getting
for-
But
fired.
like everybody even sets him up to ask about it. Now is
Yeah.
I think crazy timing to ask him. But he's a long tenured coach at this point. It's not like he
I know.
just recently got fired. And there's so many other coaches
know.
in the league that have been fired before that have jobs. So for them to always ask him as if he is still this scorned
Really?
coach. It is crazy to me.
that is
And he
hilarious.
keeps answering.
Every time, you're like, man, you hear that guy got fired? Because you got fired from Wendy's, right? When you worked there 7 years? And you're like,
By the
yeah,
way-
I did. I was upsetting. Yeah, man, what is that like? What's that like getting fired from something you love?
Quick shout out to the Utah Jazz social media admin who's just not going to post the starting lineup. They've just decided.
What's even the point?
They're like, we don't have these photos.
That's actually a good point. We don't know who these guys are.
Presumably it's out. I mean, it's 6:51. Let me see if I can find it.
Our prime picks are presented by Bet365.
I
Download
have
the
their starters.
Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. What do we got, Dev?
We got some money to make.
We do.
They have a couple people in. Collier, Sexton, Williams, Kyle, and Sheboy.
Who?
That's their starting.
She-boy?
Sheboy.
Can you say that again,
Sheboy.
please?
Where did you see this?
She-boy?
That's their two-way center, I believe. But he's a
Yeah, the
smaller
guy from
fellow.
Kentucky.
Wait,
you know our guy.
Who he play for?
It's 6'8".
He's 6'8"
6'8".
center.
Oh, Oscar DeSheebly.
Yeah, I'd like to say that.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
remember him from the tourney last year.
I remember Mitch loving him. That
Yeah.
was his guy. That was his guy.
Tie, dude.
The Nuggets come
Missy Mitch.
into this game as 18.5-point favorites. Come on, man.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, man. That is way too many points.
that's a
Whoever
lot of
made
points.
this line, they are pretty crazy. Denver would rather sweep sand off the beach before they would do something like this, cover a line that high. There's no way they could do something
Just
like
not
that.
going to.
I'm not going to do the 18.5. You should not do the 18.5.
It's a lot of points, man.
Just don't do it. Just too many. What I will tell you to do, over 239. Over. I can't under the Nuggets anymore. As long as there's a watch along, there will be an over bet given out for me. And the last time I checked, until the end of the year, there's watch alongs.
Definitely.
Over every
Biggest,
single night.
no one a bigger fan of this than Dev.
Every single night is an over, and every single night is a watch along.
Dev keeps trying to confirm that there's a watch along every night.
So someone will be like, yeah, no, what are you talking about?
he's
like,
waiting for somebody to say
Not
no.
tonight, not tonight.
By the way, when I said two-way center, I mean literally. I think he's on a two-way contract. By the way, that's what I
Yes,
meant.
he's
Right?
not a
starter.
two-way player. He's horrible at
No,
defense.
no. He literally is on a two-way contract. Is what I meant.
Barely a one-way player.
On the Utah side of things, let's go with Kyle Lebowski. Over 22.5 points plus rebounds.
Who are these players?
Connor Filipowski is the guy who got
Oh,
groomed by that
Filipowski.
girl.
I heard
Dev made a
Lebowski.
joke.
Yeah.
Dev made a great joke.
He got groomed by his
damn.
babysitter or something.
He was a Lebowski reference. Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're married.
Yeah, we don't got to get into that. There's
Yeah, we don't
plenty of
have to-
scoring
Some Mormon
opportunities
shit.
out there. Plenty of boards for him. He's going to be their only available big man. So I can see this happening. It's going to happen. Over 22.5 points plus rebounds. He's also not that bad at basketball. I'll be very
We're
honest
betting
with
on
you.
Filipowski.
Yes.
I like Filipowski.
I also like Isaiah Collier's over. I wish he wasn't on a bad team. I'll go with the over assist for here because he's surrounded by a lot of shot takers. They'll play pretty fast. I don't think Denver is going to care about slowing them down. I would do points plus assists for him as well if we had to add an extra bet.
Yeah, I would probably just bet on every opposing point guard.
Yeah, it
against
happens.
Denver.
It happens. And big. For the Nuggets side of things, we're going to start with over 128.5 points because
Okay.
there's no way that Utah can slow them down. There's no way.
I'd be honestly shocked if they.
Everybody should be able to get whatever it is that they want.
That's such a high
and
line.
I'm sure everybody can push it, but it's going to happen.
We're like, it's gonna happen.
For our three-pointers bet, let's go with over 1.5 3-pointers for Nikola Jokic.
Dang.
3-pointer.
Yep, he's going to start cranking those up after as we head into the playoffs. This is a good spot for him to experiment. This is a prime, team to do that against. I think he'll be able to shoot the 3 ball. It's only 1.5. Russell Westbrook, we haven't got much info on. I'm a little shocked that he's not starting, but I'm still knowing he's going to play a lot of point guard. I'm going over 7.5 assists for him.
Okay.
That's a low line. I'm sure when this came out, they thought he was going to be a starter.
I'm sure,
So maybe you could get this at a better line. Let's go over 6.5 rebounds for Michael Porter Jr.
Love it.
Because he's a force on the boards, and every single time he gets the boards, it's just really good.
He had this one almost in the first quarter at that courtside game, man.
It was insane. Christian Braun over 14.5 points is screaming at me because Jokic is playing, right?
Jokic is playing, yeah.
If Jokic is playing and Braun, they're going to have that connection. They go hand in hand, and he's out on the break. He's scoring. He's doing a little bit of everything. Sticking on Jokic, I'm going to go over 9.5 assists. I like that. Just keep passing it around. Expect to see him on the perimeter a lot in this game, and that opens up passing lanes, but it also makes him a dangerous skip passer. I think that the assist is one that he'll be able to get relatively easy. Our defensive bet is Christian Braun over 1.5 stocks, and for our lock is Aaron Gordon over 2.5 assists. He's getting back into it. In the last game, he was in foul trouble. But
Immediately.
He had that cut as well. I'm sure that they're going to put the ball in his hands a lot to get him, worked up and going. Yeah. He'll likely have a couple of dunks, but I'm sure that he'll have some assists. He likes to have fun with the fellas. It's a home game.
Clarkson is
a lot of things to look for. 2.5 assists is way too low for him. He probably gets this in the first half.
Okay, all right.
That's the lock.
I'm trying to make a bet, and it's just everything's locked.
That's because Dev just ended up the lock. They had to lock it all down.
That 365 is so thrown off by the lineups tonight. They just don't even know what to do.
I can't believe it. Here.
I know.
I'm betting with reckless abandon. What's your problem?
I don't know what my problem is.
Well, don't take it too.
Oh no!
too
Now
personal.
we're back.
We're back, baby. We're back. Okay, cool.
It was so over, but
I've been asked also to tell everyone to come to the DNVR bar. It's going to be a beautiful night. It's Friday.
Yeah.
We got March Madness. We obviously have Nuggets. And guess what? It's ladies' night every Friday night. 2 for 1 drink.
Ladies' night at the DNVR bar?
We don't get that discount, and we work here.
What's the
unless
discount?
we're a lady. 2 for 1 drinks.
What for the ladies?
We get our drinks are 1 for 1.
God, man.
That's crazy. By the way, DNVR Bar recently named best spot to go watch a Broncos game.
I know.
Which is awesome. Let's make it named best spot to watch a Nuggets game.
Well, they didn't even give out an award for best spot.
They didn't even.
I think we all know unofficially it is, but let's
thank you, but come on.
Let's just be it. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
this is a cheat code. It's a trick. You come down here with your lady for date night.
Oh, yeah.
You get to watch the game.
She gets 2 for 1 drink.
You just
2 for 1 drink.
feed her drinks all night.
Yeah.
We'll be closing down the bar till 2 tonight if Zeke hits 500.
Oh,
Do the bartenders know that? By the way, Chet, just a reminder, Jordan Clarkson is out, just to confirm. And yes, we will have a watch along.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Watch along every game the rest of the season, Dev. We'll be going live there. You can find the link on our YouTube channel.
Dev asked for it, and Dev's
Talk
getting
to
what he
you
wants.
on the watch
Let's
along.
We all silly like the mayor.